Hey, it's Ed here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Bitcoin. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott Wave theory and provide multiple scenarios that price may take and explain why I prefer one count over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Starting here on 4 hour time frame and looking at the scenarios from these lows of June 2022. Since then again we have a few different ideas for the whole scenario in here, so let's go through them here. One of the ideas was this one, which I at the moment don't really like anymore, but let's go through it again. In any case, the idea was that we had an ABC here into higher time frame or higher degree wave A, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into A wave of smaller degree, which is part of this B wave. So A and looking for this B, and within this B again we had a 5-way structure into an A wave and then a B wave here. Now the issue here is that this resembles of a 5-wave structure. We can't really put this into we can put this into a triple correction where we had this as a W, X, Y, X, Z. But again, those are a bit more rare, and therefore this is again a bit less likely. The thing here is that it is possible to say that we had this as an ABC already complete at these lows. However, we did not hit the 1-to-1 extension in price, and yeah, it just doesn't have the right look, like so. So just based on that, I don't think this is that likely. What else did we have? We had a very similar count here for that A wave of higher time frame. Then instead of this A wave being later on, we could shrink it a bit down and make this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into a wave A. Then we would have a kind of ugly 1, 2, or ABC here into that B wave. At the moment, again, this would make a lot more sense than the previous one. So this is a bit more main a bit on this higher time frame for me than the other one. So I'm definitely going more with this. However, with this structure in mind, if we place the wave B here, the expectation is that we are getting a C wave here. And again, as mentioned, neither does this get to the 1-to-1 extension here at 14.4k, where we could be labeling this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into these lows that we had around 15.5k. This is definitely in the area of expanded B pocket, which is again the retracement of A wave, and that is the area of 1.236 to 1.382. So this definitely hits that area as well though. The issue with these counts, however, is that we are next looking for this C wave, and we should be impulsing from the highs, from the lows here onwards. If we are taking out these lows, then this count is invalid. At least the position of this B wave is invalid. On smaller time frames, we can take a look closer at this one, but again, there is a possibility where this is a 5-way structure. However, as we have consolidated quite a bit here, it is making it less likely to be a C wave, because again, the longer it takes to create this possible wave 2 here, the more likely it is that it is actually a wave B instead of a wave 2. But yeah, just wanted to mention that as well. Then we have one more here, which is again a 3-way structure into A here. Instead of A being up at these tops, we could be having it like so, and then some kind of expanded flat into a B wave, and then 5 waves into C. The C is actually getting to the 0.618 extension, which is again the minimum we want to see for an ABC structure. So that is all fine. This would get us to a higher time frame wave A, and then after that point we would have this as a 3-way structure into wave W, 3 waves into X wave, and then looking for this wave Y to take place in 3 waves. If we are following the same principle and saying that we have this as a 5-way structure coming down, we would be expecting again a 3-way structure for the wave Y to be completed. So this would be just the wave A, looking for wave B and then wave C. At the moment, there is a possibility where we are having this as some kind of diagonal before continuation to the downside, but we'll look into their smaller time frame counts in just a moment. Again, the invalidation of this count would be at the 14.3k, at which again this B wave would go beyond the 1.618 retracement of this original A wave move here. Again, as the A wave here is kind of small in comparison, it is making this this wave B maximum kind of strict on that part. So what we want for this count is that we are creating this as some kind of three-way structure instead of this being a diagonal. Instead of this being a triangle, at least starting from the lows here as a continuation pattern to the downside, we would have this as a B, C, D, E, or somehow other way to make it that this would be the first structure in here, second and third, so we can get another partner leg down here, pivot, instead of getting to the 1.618 like so. But yeah, those are the higher time frame 3 expectations. Any of them definitely can play out. I do like dance count here that has been followed for quite some time, and also the this one is quite good. Again, we need to be careful about this extension target though. So I think this is again the most forgiving, this dance count here. Here again we would be expecting either this or the triangle that I mentioned. Now let's zoom in a bit to the 30-minute time frame and taking a look at the smaller time frames here and see what can we do here. So we had a few different ideas overall. We had this one where we had this as a three-way structure coming up. Then we would be looking for this as a three-way structure, and then this would be either a wave 1, and then this would be wave 2 or B. Again, it is very unlikely that this is a wave 2, because again, it is so long in time. It does not really make too much sense in that department. We can't get a triangle here either, unless we place it like an A, and then the triangle A, B, C, D, E, and that would be the B wave, and then this would be the C wave. So creating an A, B, and C. At that point, that is fine having that triangle in wave 2, because again, it is on the subwave structures. However, those subwave structures are so much more larger than these higher time frames that it does not really fit too well into the patterns. Now, the issue with these current structures that we are having is that there is so many different outcomes, so many different possibilities that all of these can be, because again, all of these structures that we have here are very, very three-wave-ish. This has the potential of being a 5-way structure where we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and with that in mind, we have again, we could be limiting quite a few different options out of these. But again, it still does not limit enough, I don't think. There was an option here where we had this as a triangle, and we would have this as a wave, A, B, C, D, E into B, and then we would be expecting a C wave. This did not play out, so at least we can get rid of one of the counts that we had. Again, we had more here where we would have this. Instead of a triangle, we would have some kind of a WXY, WX, and then, oh, this Y should be down here somewhere. And this would be some kind of three-way structure again. It is very hard to say which one of these is going to be playing out. This is definitely having more likeliness of having this whole thing in the middle. Instead of being X here, it would be moved in here. And instead of being X, actually, it probably should be some kind of wave B, because again, it gets right into the, well, actually it's not yet. We probably should get to the 90% retracement here, at least, before getting that next leg up, just so we can get that flat pattern here. It is possible, of course, that we are having this as a three-way structure in here, and this would be the three-way structure here, before again getting a partner leg basically for this one downwards and making it even more complex than it already is. That most likely would take out the current lows that we have here, which definitely would give some kind of okay look into this whole structure. But of course we can't really say what we are actually, or at least I can't say that which one of these is my favorite. I can just show you some of the possibilities that we have here. I am in a short here at the moment. on very local. But again, those are the trades that I'm currently looking at and taking, the only small time frames, because again, on higher time frames there's too many options. And yeah, this is one of the scenarios where this would be a three-way structure and X would be put in place here, and then this would be an A, B, and then C, right? This would be A, B, C, where the B would be the triangle in here. This is still very much of a possibility. So yeah, not much to say about these. Again, so many different alterations or alternates that are all very possible. So again, that is I think a very valid reason not to take out or take any trades on these higher time frames. So let's just jump into the smaller time frame and see what we actually had and why I was in a short trade from here. So the idea is, again, we had a low here. We had divergence in these, giving us some kind of signal that there could be a 5-way completing here. And then we had a pump here. Again, can't really say confidently which one of these is. We did not really have any kind of divergence here on 1 minute, possibly on 15 seconds. No, not even there. But again, the more pretty structures are after it. This definitely feels like a three-way structure after it was complete. Some kind of three-way here, 3 waves, and then another three-way structure in here. And this was, again, the idea of what I was looking at. 3 waves, 3 waves, and then I was looking at 5 waves. Again, we did get right into the 90% retracement here. And also we had a pretty good extension target hit here. So we did hit the 1.236 to the tick. So that's the reason why I was looking at a C wave down here. And we did get some kind of move downwards. Again, this looks more like a 3-way structure. I did take the short at the very tip top. And I'm still on that short. I was hoping for this to be a 5-way structure, and this definitely felt like an acceleration down here. But this retracement that was already put in place did, again, feel like 3 waves, but is not really giving us too much confidence that it is actually a wave 4. It has already retraced quite a bit, so it is not the prettiest thing. If we go beyond the $16,070, then the likeliness of this being a C wave is a much more it's definitely lower than what I would want. I'm not really sure how I would be labeling this. This could be a 1-2-1-2 if I want to be hopeful for my short. But again, I definitely want to be exiting my short if we are breaking these highs here, and especially if we are taking out these some kind of resistance levels that we previously had here, then I'm exiting my short manually. But I think that is pretty much the reasons, again, why I was taking a short here and still looking for downwards movement. But yeah, if you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below. And for now, I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you next video. Bye bye.